I have been wanting to be an entrepreneur for years. I've always been starting businesses, nonprofits, doing stuff on the side, been doing graphic design since the 90s, but never really knew how to make that. Let me tell you something. We're going to talk about this a lot on this podcast, is the need for a coach. We always want to try to figure things out on ourselves. If it were that easy, everybody would have what they want. You have to be willing to learn from someone else and not just trying to nickel and dime it, YouTube your way to success. You have to have professional coaches, and it's not always free. You need to invest in yourself so that people will be willing to invest in you be the customer that you want to have. Not
That's
get off
the
on that
right
tangent.
coach too. Make sure
and it's the right coach.
Right coach.
Right. And
a lot
have
of
many
fakes
of
and
them.
phonies. Yeah.
A lot of fakes and phonies. So you have to, and we're probably gonna do an episode on that. I've
yeah.
done it on my YouTube channel already, how to find the right coach for you. But thinking you can just figure out, let me tell you something, and I'm off on a tangent, but even the entrepreneurs who are successful who don't say, I had a coach. If they sat down with you, they would tell you all the people who were mentors to them through the years. Nobody is successful figuring it out on their own. You can tell yourself that. It is not true. It will take you years and years, and you're going to spend way more money and time messing things up than if you invested in getting some help. But anyway, I had wanted to be a coach, as a matter of fact. People say, oh, you'd be good as a coach. So anyway, when I got my layoff notice, I was glad I ran out of there. And I had already actually hired a coach to show me how to become a coach. About a week before I got laid off, I had invested in this coaching program. So I was off to the races. Mm-hmm. But what I had learned from working at that company all those years, and even companies before that, and I had been a temp, and I'd done so many things in my career. I've driven forklifts. I've got so many things I've done. Again, it's about relationships. That's really the currency of success. It's about relationships and communication. And no matter what job I was doing at the company, whether I liked it or not, I was learning relationships. There are people besides Vernon. I have many people who I'm at least still connected to, or people that I can call and hang out with who I met at that company. Remember, they used to have that thing. They had that, I think it was the employee engagement survey, and they would ask, who's your best friend at work? And there were people who were resistant to that question because they didn't like the idea. I don't like none of my coworkers. I'm just here to get a check. First of all, that's the wrong mentality.
Yeah, definitely.
It's going to limit you. The second thing is, everybody has a person who you hang out with around the water cooler, or you IMing, or the boss does something ridiculous. You know what that fool did. That's your best friend at work. So I didn't have
I had a lot of those at that place.
Listen, you had to. Or how you gonna survive? I don't know how people survive when they don't talk to their coworkers. Like, and you ain't got to be y'all don't have to be hanging out on the weekends, but you need somebody at work who is a confidant, and just somebody who gets it. I cruised by many a desk cubicle and stood and talked when something ridiculous was happening. Like, did you see that? Or even not talking about work, just talking about life. I can think of people right now who I met there, who I know. So having those relationships really helped. And then again, a lot of the skill sets that I used at work, I used in my business. Because as soon as you start a business, you're the CEO. And a lot of people want to, or they think they want to own their own business, but really they just don't want anybody telling them what to do, but they really are job mentality, right?